Hey guys, welcome to AppCode. We are going to start a new series on Go language. So I'll be taking a new approach to teach you how to learn something new, like a language, right? So in this series, I'm teaching you Go language while I'm learning it, so you can understand how to uh, learn a new language in different style. Sometimes you may have a different kind of approach to learn stuff. uh, in this tutorial series I'll be going through my kind of approach, and you can follow along. So if you like it, and if you feel that that's the way to learn something new, and it will be helpful for you. So let's start with Go language. So first thing I'm doing when I wanted to know something or learn something, I'll be navigating to the official site of that particular language or the new technology. In this case, I'm in golang.org, which is the official site for the Go language, right? So you may heard that Go is general purpose language, but it's kind of a system development language, right? So as they showed in their official site, Go is an open source programming language that makes it easy to build simple, reliable, and efficient software, right? So you may heard that Go is backed by Google, and it was developed at Google, and now it's kind of open source language. And as you can see, there are current version is 1.13, right? So there are in later stages of the programming languages, they provide us kind of a playground to play with. So that's something you have to know when learning a new language. Most probably there will be a playground to work with, right? So there you can try it out, and if it works for you, you can install it in your local development environment and try it out, right? So here we have a playground. So let's go there and do some simple code, right? So as you can see, it's kind of maybe if you are already a developer, you can see that some things may see familiar to you, but it's quite not the case, as I guess, right? So basically we have comments as in the first line. So you can understand that line comments are start with 2 forward slashes, right? So let's try multi-line comments, how that does. I guess that is this kind of thing, right? So let's try it out. Okay, so we have a run button here. Let's try it out. Okay, seems like it's working. So multi-line comment is as in Java, as in C#, we have this kind of multi-line comment. And next thing to notice that we have something called package, which I can relate to packages in the Java, but I think that is not the case. So working along, we'll see that how it's different from other languages, like namespaces in C# or packages in Java, right? So then we have import statement. where we import something called format. It's kind of I think shortened format in the Go language. So I guess that they prefer that there are the shorter formats, right? So here we have func main. So here how it's write a function. In this case it is the main function. So once we need to write a function, we need to put func keyword and main. So it's like, you know, we can relate it to method in an different language, but Go isn't quite object oriented in terms of other language, but we have methods kind of structure as function in the Go, right? So we have println method in the fmt or the format package, and you can see that we have p, capitalized P here, and by this Chinese words we can think that this is supporting UTF-8 or the Unicode formats under out of the box, right? So hello world, which is the first programming you know application we would write in any language, right? So let's try it out, and we got hello world. So I have seen several things in there. You need to remember that we have something called package and import and main function, where we starting point of the application, right? So by memorizing that things, you can write a program again, right? So try to package main, right? And import empty, right? So as I see, we can write it like this. Also, if you have multiple things, we can have this format button. I expected, yeah, the yeah, it formatted. I don't know why we don't have to actually put semicolon here, but somehow it was not working, right? So we can type something, yeah, hello, and get the result, right? So we actually don't have to use parentheses here because we have only one import, right? And so this is the first program anyone would write in a new language, right? So let's get into the local environment and try this out, right? So I have prepared a folder which is in my user directory, right? And it is in users, my user directory, and there's a program called Go, folder called Go, right? Okay, here we need to have something called bin, package, and source. So where our source code goes is the source directory, and binaries will be in the bin. So I have tried something beforehand, so I can teach you how to get started with this language, right? When we need to have package folder to put our packages or the third-party ones, right? So source, right? Then I have installed Visual Studio Code, and I have installed this Go language plugin which is offered by Microsoft. So you can install Visual Studio Code and this Go extension, then you can use VS Code as the development environment, right? So let's create the Hello World program inside of our local environment, right? So I'll put that code here. So this will be the our source directory for this tutorial, right? So let's open this using Visual Studio Code. Okay, so I have opened this one, and let's create a new file called hello.go. So every Go program should end with Go extension, and let's write that, here we get some IntelliSense support from the plugin, right? From the extension, right? So let's import the fmt package, and then you need to type the func main, and then you can have fmt dot recognize this IntelliSense options, right? You can type the println here and say hello world. And one thing that we can see that if we can press Control tick backtick, and you get this terminals, and from the output and problems you can see several things, right? So if I ugly format it and save it, it automatically formatted. So for running this one, you need to go to this debug console and press this green play button, right? So let's see. Okay, so we need to have main package here, so otherwise it won't work, because this is the main program and we need to have main package here, right? So that's something we need to remember. Okay, so we got the hello world message, and I think this is enough to get started development, and you can try other things in the Go playground. There are several other applications you can try it and see how those are working, right? So thanks for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. Thank you.